I'm an undecided girl in an undecided world. I'm traveling in the distance, so everything is fine. I'm an undecided girl in an undecided world. I'm traveling in the distance, so everything stays fine. I'll bake you pies, I'll bake you cakes, I'll do whatever it takes to make you smile. 'Cause I'm an undecided girl in an undecided world. I'm traveling in the distance, so everything is fine. I'm an undecided girl in an undecided world. I'm traveling in the distance, so everything stays fine. I'll bake you pies, I'll bake you cakes, I'll do whatever it takes to make you smile, because I love you. I love my suckers, yes I do. I love my suckers all the way through. 'Cause I'm an undecided girl in an undecided world. I'm traveling in the distance, so everything is fine. I'm an undecided girl in an undecided world. I'm traveling in the distance, so everything stays fine. I'll bake you pies, I'll bake you cakes, I'll do whatever it takes to make you smile, because I love you so. I'm not sure if that's how it went, but yeah, I need to write down my lyrics for that song. Okay guys, hi, I apologize for not filming yesterday. I was showing houses with my mom all day, and then I got home at like 5:30, and then from 5:30 to like 10 I was in the hot tub, and then in the pool, and then the hot tub, blah, blah. Yeah, I was like going back and forth. So today's video will be about just random like 50 things you'll never be able to forget. Alright, I got this off of BuzzFeed because I couldn't think of anything to do today, so yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm probably not gonna do all 50 of them because I don't have the patience. I actually wasn't going to film a video today because I had like a mental breakdown when I was cleaning my house, because I folded clothes on Friday, and then all through the weekend they didn't move. Like, I folded them on the couch, and I put my clothes upstairs, and I just put them away because I was just like, I'm not gonna watch you sit here forever. So I pretty much just threw all my parents' clothes into their bedroom, and I was like, here, there you go. And then I was like, just like bawling all the way while I was like mopping up the floors, because I was just like, why? Yeah. There's a lot of random crap going on in my mind right now, so I was just like mental breakdown. So then I was like, you know what, how about I'm going to watch The Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, and then if I am okay by then, after I watch it, then I'll film a video. And you know what, I'm all happy now, so I'm going to film a video just for you guys. Okay, so I'm not going to do that one. Alright, so the joy of walking into the gym and seeing the big rainbow like big circle thing where, like, you know how like you grabbed it and you like all went in, and then you like raised it up high, and then you all like went underneath it, and like you hid underneath it and like put your hands behind your back when you were still holding the thing, and then like you like waited for it to like fall on you, and you were just like do you remember? If you remember that, just put it down below. Alright, slowly driving yourself insane when trying to use that stupid like pencil sharpener. You're just like, go faster. Oh, you'll never forget when you watched all the original like Disney princesses, Disney movies on the VCRs. Like if you're like my age, I actually like my first couple of movies were on VCR. Like I grew up with VCR tapes, and all of a sudden like I started getting DVDs, and I was like, what is this thing? Where's my VCR tape? Like I was like freaking out, like, where's my VCR tape? But yeah, I actually really liked the VCR tapes because I would just like play it, and then I'd like rewind it like really quick. Like I had like this like technique where I just like keep pressing it, like keep pressing the button to like rewind back to the beginning, and then I watched the movie all over again. I was obsessed. Oh, you'll never forget only seeing the coming soon on DVD or VCR. Like, if you were watching a VCR tape and like this like blank screen would come up and then it was like a whole bunch of bluish and pinkish colors and then it'd say coming soon on VCR and DVD. And you're just like, DVD? What's a DVD? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that. What's a DVD? Oh. And like when you were, I'm talking about VCR tapes. Alright, and then also when it had like the FBI thing, FBI warning about like copying the movies and stuff and like selling the DVDs or whatever, and you, like now on DVDs you can't like skip that, but I would always used to skip that on my VCR tape, and like I was so like amazed by that, and now I get angry every time that comes up on the DVD player or like the Blu-ray player that we have now. Every time it pops up I can't skip it and I get so mad to the point I just want to punch a hole in the TV. Alright, oh, so if you don't know the little like cone things, they're chips, they look like cones. If you were one of those kids that would put them on your fingers and then just like do one of these things like, hey, and then like slowly like eat them off your fingers. I was one of those kids. Yeah. The 10 delicious seconds of your life. Alright, so the most 10 delicious seconds of your life is when chewing the like fruity stripe gum. It's like it has a zebra on it, and then like if you take the wrapper on it, you can like lick your arm and then put the tattoo on your arm, and then it'll like peel off and like it won't be on the wrapper anymore, it'll be right there. And like the gum was amazing for like the first like 10 seconds, but because I chew fast it was like more like 5 seconds, and then you like put the next one in and you're like, and then you put the next one in. It was like eating popcorn because it would just slowly, it was quickly like fading away with the taste. It was just oh, if you guys remember like from when you were a kid, and you had those books that were like really thin and they had like a gold stripe on like the side, like the little golden book things. I had a lot of those growing up because it was, ow, my arm hurts from slapping. Alright, it was like really cute, and then it would have like it was usually like Winnie the Pooh or something. Yeah, those. Oh my gosh, you know those door stopper things? Like it was one of those springy things, you could like, pull it out, or you could like fling it up and down. And you'll never forget that noise it would make, like doing 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 doing. Like I would just play with it all day long, and then my mom eventually like I ripped it off of there on accident because I just like stretched it so far, so my mom just like unscrewed it and was like, forget it. Oh, if you don't remember Paint, because people use like paint.net or like Photoshop to make paintings and stuff. The first, like, it's in accessories. Like if you go to programs and accessories and it says like Paint, click on that. It is like the most amazing thing I ever did. I just like make a whole bunch of like squiggly lines, and then you like click the paint bucket, and then you click like one of the like little things you did that connected, and it only like paint in certain spots. I just thought that was amazing growing up. It was just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, the horror. Alright, so we had mechanical pencils back then that weren't mechanical, like it was just like one little thin strip of one little strip of lead. No, it was those that had like a plastic thing, and then it had like a really sharp lead, and eventually like you like use up all of them in like 10 seconds because like you're one of those kids that like writes like this, and then by the time like you like get to the last one, and then like you close the thing up, and then the next time you go to see one of them, it's like totally gone. Like you lost it, and you're like, teacher, can I have a regular pencil? Oh my gosh. those Slinkies. Ugh. So every time I see a Slinky, I like try to roll it down the steps, and it never works because you have like nowadays the steps are like really far apart, so they don't do them anymore. Like because we all used to have like those tiny little steps that were like this big, and like you just like roll your Slinky down the steps, and then eventually you just like keep stretching it out, and then it like twist and knot, and then it break. Ugh, I hated Slinkies. Oh. Ugh. So I have one of these still. Hold on if I can find it. So it's one of the pencil cases that you grew up with as a kid. Like one of these things, okay? So you'd like carry this around, and then like with all your like books and stuff, you're just like carrying around, and all of a sudden like you'd fall, like it'd fall and it'd drop, and then like it'd open easily, and everything would explode out of it, and you're just like, I'm sorry. Alright, oh, the waterful ring toss thing. It was like this big little thing. It was like this little thing with a button on it, and then it had like water and rings, and you'd have to like press the button, you'd like push air into it, and then the rings would like float. The hardest part was trying to get it over to like the other side, because it would just like go up, 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 and then it settle back down in the same place. You're just like, oh, though I had one of these and I broke it because I tried to press everyone down at the same time. Alright, so it's one of those pens that have several inks on them, and you press a button down and like the thing would come out. So if you were a kid, you were the ones that were just like, I wonder what would happen if I just pressed all of them down, and then it'd get jammed, and then you'd have to buy a new pen because it doesn't work anymore because you just jammed all of them in one place. Oops. I never saw that growing up. What is that? Okay. So if you like had one of those cups that was like really colorful, and it was pretty much like that. I don't know. It looks like this. Like that. And it's one of those cups, and like you get like so excited because you're like, it's so colorful. It's got like the lip thing. You're just like fall all over you. Alright, oh, Hungry Hippos. If you've ever played that, that's the most amazing game. I would always cheat at it by like pressing really hard on the board so it like bend up and like all of them would fall into my hippo's mouth. Yeah, I was a cheater at games because I always wanted to win. I get that from my mom. Oh my gosh, I hated these. So you know that your parents would always force you to eat these. They're the vitamins that you grew up with, and they're like Flintstone vitamins. And if like they're so disgusting because if you bite into them, you think like, oh my gosh, they're so fruity, give me them. You like put 6 in your mouth because you're just like vitamins for the first time, and you're just like, and it like tastes like chalk. And you're just like, blah, 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 blah. And then your mom like crushes it up and like secretly puts it in your food, and you're just like, you put the vitamins in my cereal? Why? They're gross. Yeah, I didn't like the vitamins. I hated them. Ooh. If you grew up, alright, so I grew up on, like, in baseball and crap, like, I was totally into it, and after every game, you get, like, a hot dog and one of those, like, little hug barrel things. It was a drink. You just, like, tear off the metal plastic thing that's on the top, I don't know what it was called, and then you'd, like, drink it within, like, 2 seconds because it was just so sweet and you loved it so much. I would, like, secretly, like, steal one. You got it free if you played in the game or whatever. It was like totally free. I'd get a hot dog and then I'd get a drink and then like I'd wait for one of my friends to go, like a couple more people, and then like I'd grab a drink and be like, oh, I don't want a hot dog, thanks, and I'd be eating my hot dog and like just like drink them really fast, that way like no one would know. Eventually my mom caught me because she started working in the kitchen that like made the hot dogs and stuff, and she was like, Jordan, you don't need 2 of them. It's like, but I want them. Oh. Alright, so these ice cream things we used to have, it's not like one of those like big ice cream things, like the bar things where you like open it and then it's like, no. This is one of those old fashioned like cups, and then it has like that little tab and you like just like, I was one of those kids that would like put it upside down and like let it melt a little, and then I'd flip it back over and then like I'd peel it off and like there'd be ice cream all around the top of it, and I'd just be like, yummy. Yeah, I was that kid. I was that kid. Ooh, the Mr. Sketch markers. I was that kid that thought if I put every single one on my arm, my arm would smell like a tropical forest, like totally amazing fruits. But it didn't. Like, it'd only smell on the pen, and then like it smell for 1 second, and then it would dry and it'd smell like marker, and you just hate yourself because you're just like, ah, it doesn't smell anymore. Yeah. So I was one of those kids that watched the raindrops on the window because it was the only way for me to stay asleep, because as soon as I get in a car and like it's a long road trip, I'd just be like, and like I like sleep in like a whole bunch of different like situations, like, yeah, except I don't snore, so it's just more like, yeah. So to keep myself awake, I watched, like, every single time it rained, I'd stay right awake because I'd be like, and like watch the raindrops like race each other down, and I'd be like, go, 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 little one, you can make it, you can make it, go, 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 and then the little one would make it, the big huge one would like go down as fast as it could, and I was just like, I hate you, gravity. Oh my gosh, those book fairs. We still have them like at schools nowadays, but the book fairs, like when you were a little kid, they'd have like, you wanted every book because you're just like, this looks so cool. Oh my gosh, there's toys too? Oh my gosh! Like you like want everything, but you only had like 5 like quarters, like which is like $1.25 to spend on, because like you didn't get allowance. You just stole them for from your mom, like a quarter a day. I wasn't that kid. I was just like, Mom, can I have some money? And she's like, here's $1. Go buy 1 book. And I usually spend it on like one of those like little sticky hands. Like it had a band like where you could put your finger on it, and then like the rest of it is like all sticky, and like I'd hit the windshield with it, and my parents would always like threaten to throw it out the car, and I'd be like, no, I spent $1 on it. But I would always be looking for a book, and nowadays that I have like my own money and I can like spend like money on it, I'm like all over like, I need to get that book and that book and that book and that book and that book, and like they'd always like give you like a magazine, and like you'd circle the books that you wanted, and I'd always end up like having like several books circled, and then my mom would be like, alright, you can get this one and this one. I'm like, but I circled 20 books and I could only get 2? No! Oh my gosh. So you know the Elmer's glue thing? I was one of those kids that just like tore off the top and spilled the whole thing on my paper. And like the art teacher would always come over to be like, no, you need to like twist it off a little, and then you need to like put a little drop down and then just like circle it around, and then you could stick your paper down and it looks so pretty and you don't have your glue all over. It's so cute. And I'm just like, pretty sparkles. Oh my gosh. So I was one of those fat kids settle right there. If you were one of those fat kids that would like trade their lunches, I'd be the one that people would like look for like to trade their lunches with, because I'd beg my mom to buy these like little like galaxy brownies, I think they're called. Like, it's brownies and it has like fudge icing on the top and it's got sprinkles all over it. And I'd always like, my mom would pack me one and then I'd like pack another one in secret, so that way like I could trade it with someone else's food. So that way I'd like have one for like school, like for my lunch, and like I'd sneak it in my backpack, and then I'd trade another thing, so I could be like, hey, I'll trade you your ice cream for my brownies. And then I'd be like, ice cream! I have another one of those. And I'd like dip my brownie in my ice cream and be like, I'm good. I was a fat kid, I admit. Oh my gosh, I was so sad when Blockbusters like shut down near my house, because I was just like, no, but then I realized Redbox. Blockbusters was like my holy grail, like my safe haven, because movies to me are amazing and I love them, and I will spend all day inside watching like 5, because I'm like, I'm gonna watch this movie and I'm gonna go outside. And I'm like, oh, what's this movie? I'm gonna watch that too. And I'm like, movies! I'm just getting into a movie marathon. Hold on, Mom, I'll go outside in a minute. 5 movies later, I was supposed to go outside. I'll go tomorrow. Alright, so Blockbuster was like everything to me. I'd circle all around and then my mom would like drag my hand. Yellow car. Sorry, yellow car just went down my street. Oh, here's an argument for you. So, is it yellow car or is it Skittles? Like, if you're gonna say Skittles instead of yellow car, I'm gonna be calling out every color of the rainbow. Taste the rainbow, jerk! It is yellow car. That's how you play the game. Okay? Alright. What was I talking about? Blockbuster. Alright, so in Blockbuster, there's actually inappropriate, like, pictures on some of the things. Like, they don't sell, like, in a pro movies or anything like that. At least I never saw them, because my mom pulled my hand away. But what was I talking about? Oh, like in the scary movie section, like you'd like see like naked people running covered in blood because they were just like, ah! Ah! Yeah. And my mom would like be like, don't look at that, honey, let's go look at Barney. And like, yay, Barney! Oh, I watched this show once, I think. It's like something like this. I don't know. But that little toaster thing, everyone was so involved with the toaster, but I like the lamp thing. I don't know why. I think it's because the lamp reminded me of the little candlestick and Beauty and the Beast. Because I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies. Oh my gosh, here they are! This is what I was talking about. The sticky high five. Oh my gosh. I loved them. I'd like buy 10 of them because they were only like 25 cents or whatever. Like they were like 10 cents or each. And I'd be like all over it. Like, here's a quarter. Give me like 15 of them. Like, I was all over it. I know that was really bad math. But I was like all over it, and then like I'd slap it up against the windshield, and my dad would like tear it off my hands and throw it out the car, and then I open up another one. Ha ha. So if you don't remember like those like retro phones, like the ones that had a dial-up thing, like you'd be like dring, dring, dring. Dring, 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 and you'd be like, hello? Well, I had one that didn't work, like it wasn't attached to anything. It was a real phone, but at the time I played with that phone, like those handheld phones, like not a cell phone, but like the ones you could take off the charger were there by that time. So I had one of these and I played it all the time, and then I'd secretly like call my mom, and then she'd be standing behind me and I didn't know, and I'd be like, hi mommy, and then she'd be like, hi honey, and I'm like, "Hi, Mommy! How are you doing? How's work?" And she's like, "Well, I'm coming to get you in a few minutes, okay? So, you be ready, okay?" "Okay, Mommy. Bye. I love you." And then, like, a few minutes later, like, she'd be outside talking to my grandma. And then, like, a few minutes later, I'd be like, "Hi, Mommy, I talked to you." Yeah, I thought it was real until, like, one day I called my mom and she wasn't behind me. And I was like, "Hi, Mommy. Mommy? Mommy? Mommy?" I got so upset when I realized it wasn't attached to anything and it didn't work. Yeah, I was upset. Alright, so, I don't... Oh my gosh. The lollipop paint shop thing. That was where it had, like, this, like... It would look like a paintbrush. It was like a lollipop or whatever. And, like, you'd lick it, and you'd stick it in the sugar and mix it all around, and then you'd lick it again and be, like, all sugarful. I was all over that, except I would, like, throw out the lollipop and just be like... Sugar rush! Oh. Homeward Bound. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much about 2 dogs and a cat. It's like that right there. Homeward Bound. Oh my gosh. I had like all the movies for that, and every time I watched it, I would bawl because I'd be like, "Porcupine needles? Oh my gosh, a cat in the river? No!" Like, I was just like all over that. I'm gonna watch that, and then I'm gonna bawl my eyes out. Gosh, I'm really crying. No, don't cry. I actually don't have makeup on. Like, I have like my face paint and my face powder, and then I have like what is left from yesterday. Does that look good? Oh my gosh, dirt and worms. Every family reunion I went to from my mom's side of the family, we had this, one of her cousins would always make it. It's dirt and worms, and she'd like put sour gummy worms in it just for me. Like, she'd like sneak me a pack of them sometimes and like put it in mine, and then she'd like put like the regular ones in everyone else's. I was just like so like amazed because I love like sour like treats and stuff, and I was just like all over that. I was like, "Get me, fat girl activated." Oh my gosh, we had peanut butter chocolate pie or whatever last night, and as soon as my mom walked out with it, I was like, "Fat girl activated." Yeah. Oh my gosh, Mr. Rogers. If you don't know who that is, he was like I would cry every single time I watched him because I was just like, "Mr. Rogers and the puppets, yay!" Alright, so Mr. Rogers, he was pretty much like an old dude that he'd like put on like a cardigan and a coat and like go outside for like to get his mail, and then he'd come back inside, take off the coat, take off the cardigan, and then put on a different cardigan, and then he'd go over to like this train set that'd like go around, and then like it'd go through his house and then go to like a puppet land, and like he'd tell a story or whatever, and I was just like, yay! Yeah. I don't know why I liked it. It's also probably why I like Sesame Street and Barney, because they all look like puppets, but I all thought they were real. Yeah. Alright. So, there's a lot more, but I skipped a lot of them. Alright, so, if you're one of those kids that, it's a random thing, that made up words or sentences and no one knew what they were, you are just like me, because I was one of those kids that said, "I internally hate you." I internally don't understand. I internally and externally don't get what you're saying. I internally and externally don't get what I'm saying. I think I thought it meant something else, but then as I grew up I realized internally meant inside me and externally meant outside of me. And I was just like, that kind of made sense, right? No, that didn't make sense at all. I wasn't a very smart kid. Like, I was very smart, but then on the other hand, I'm just like, sugar, sticky stuff, sparkles! Yeah. Hey, this is a weird video. I apologize. I also apologize for not filming yesterday. I hope you like this extra long video for you guys. I filmed it just for you. I hope you liked everything. Alright, so for my intro thing, if you like it, like what I did, if you like it, please tell me and I'll start doing that like every time. Or if you guys want me to do as like my outro or something, I don't know. Like now my outro, like I'll still do like the Peace Out Suckers thing, but like as like an outro music thing, like you know how like Troye Sivan has like da 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 da, you know, like that kind of thing. Like, and then like I'm trying to improve on my YouTube skills. I have a camera instead of this tablet thing. Okay, and I'm trying to look at the lens. I do most of the time, and then I see myself, and I'm just like, hey. Alright, so if you guys like want me to start doing the I'm an undecided girl in an undecided world, if you want me to start doing that as my intro, just tell me. Put it in the comments down below. Go inbox me. Or, you know, something else. I don't know. You can ask me anything on my Tumblr or on my Google Plus or just email me. Alright, I love you, suckers. Peace out, suckers.